Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another yoga video. This one is based around the intention of clarity. We're going to go through 10 minutes, just a little bit, but enough to wake you up and hopefully set a more balanced way for the rest of your day. Let's begin in an easy seated position, hands on the knees, and we're just going to start with a little neck release. So we're going to drop the head to one side. We'll start with the left side, left ear to left shoulder. Simply feeling that right side stretch out, letting gravity do its work here. Let's take the left hand and place it gently on the top of that head, adding to gravity. Tall through the spine, jaw relaxed. Let's walk the right hand out to the side just a little bit, intensifying that stretch even more. And let's lift the head back up to center. Come over to the other side, drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Right hand goes up, gently place on that head. Hopefully your head. Walk the left fingertips out. And let's lift the head back up to center. I'm going to stay in this easy seated position. But we'll go through a little bit of a side stretch now. So let's start on the left side. Place your left hand on the mat beside you. And then just reach over with your right arm, trying to stay straight through your body, not slouching over or leaning. Stretching out the right side of the body. Remembering to keep a steady breath rhythm throughout. Focusing on the sensations. And let's lift back up to center. Immediately go to the other side. Might notice a difference in the sensation from the left side to the right side. Totally normal to have one side of the body a little bit tighter than the other. Let's come back up. And from here, let's make our way into tabletop pose. Palms beneath the shoulders, knees below the hips, and a few rounds of cat and cow. So on an inhale, push the chest out, shoulder blades back, and hips up. And exhale, round it all through. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Finding peace and clarity through the focused attention on the sensations of the movements. Inhale. And last one, exhale. Let's come back to a neutral tabletop pose. We're going to go into thread the needle. So we're going to lift up the right hand all the way to the sky and thread it through. Trying to keep the hips balanced and level. If you would like, you can reach this left hand overhead, adding pressure, keeping the knees and hips in the same line. If you like, you can also put it behind your lower back, whichever variation suits you most. Try not to stress the neck too much. And let's bring that left hand back down, push up, and go immediately to the other side. Left hand rises up to the sky, and thread it through. Breathing deeply into the belly and the chest. Let's bring that right hand back in, push up, and we're going to go from here into downward dog. Walk those hands a couple inches forward, lift up onto the toes, and push the hips back. Downward facing dog. Pedaling it out. Stretching out through the calves. And let's lift the right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip, and thread it through to the top of the mat. We're going to come into a low lunge. All we want to do here is open the hips up. You can put your hands on your knee if you'd like, on the mat. Just really letting those hips be heavy. Opening up. And hands back down to the mat. Downward facing dog. Left leg rises up to the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. Reaching that knee up as high as you can to the sky. And thread it through to the top. Low lunge on the other side. Letting those hips sink. Both hands back down to the mat. Step to our last downward facing dog. Stretch it out a little bit more, and then let's walk the feet to the top of the mat. Stay here in ragdoll pose, keeping a little bit of a bend in the knees. Dropping the head. Holding on to the elbows, maybe swaying side to side. Let's bend a little bit deeper into the knees, press through the heels to curl all the way up to a standing position. It is hot out today. Let's go into tree pose on either side. We'll start with the left leg on the ground. Right foot presses in to the inner left thigh. Hands to the heart. 3 deep breaths here. Maybe focusing on one point to help with balance. And let's drop it down. Go to the other side immediately. And release. We're going to widen the feet out, heels in, toes out. We're going to drop into a yogi squat. Hands at the heart, using the elbows to spread the knees a little bit wider. Tall through your spine. And let's release the hands. We'll come to a seated position like we did at the beginning. This time we're going to a spinal twist, easy seated spinal twist. We'll take the left hand, put it on the right knee, right hand behind you, and open the chest out to the side. Looking over if that's comfortable to you. Drawing the rib cage in. And exhale to release. Let's bring it over to the other side. Right hand to left knee, left hand behind you. And let's come back to center. We're going to do about 30 seconds to 1 minute of ocean breath, which is breathing in through the nose, but slightly constricting your throat in the way that it makes the sound like it would if you were by the ocean. For example, if you can think of fogging up a mirror, what you do when you breathe like that, same thing. Let's do that for just a little bit with the intention of peace of mind and clarity. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day and you feel a little bit clear and focused to take on whatever may await you. And may the best await you. All the love. See you next time.